So, we've got your attention with our previous video, did we? Are you ready to dive deeper into the subject of retention modeling? Before we can give you any concrete recommendations as we promised you in our previous video, we first need to tell you what retention modeling is. The basis of a retention model is a retention parameter describing retention and a function describing system and analyte parameters. The complexity of this function can vary enormously, leading to a different number of input data needed. Because we want to make retention modeling as applicable to you, our day-to-day user, that probably has many other things on his or her mind, we decided to focus this review only on semi-empirical models, because these only have 2 or 3 parameters and thus only need a small number of input experiments and no prior knowledge. So, what can we do with it? What are all these nice approaches that we made you watch this video for? Well, looking at the literature of the last few years, we actually distinguished 5 separate approaches of retention modeling, of which we made our master scheme. Looking at our approaches, we see that all have a different starting point and a different goal, but they all need to perform some kind of scanning experiment. So, the first approach is method optimization, where we start from a very badly separated sample and try to optimize it to a very nice separation with retention modeling. The second approach is method transfer, where we use retention modeling to get the same separation on different systems. In the third approach, we use retention modeling to compare columns and to characterize dominant retention mechanisms. In the fourth approach, we do the more extreme science performed in retention modeling to try to understand retention to a deeper extent. And in the fifth approach, we do lipophilicity determination, where we try to relate analyte retention parameters to their polarity. Are you getting a better understanding of what retention modeling is? And you maybe want to apply it, but you're not sure how? We're gonna make new videos explaining each of the approaches in more detail, and one that discusses the input data needed for retention modeling. If you want to read the review, you can find the DOI here or in the description below, and we hope to see you at our next video.